Near Bembridge town in a county town, one morning last July, down a boring rain came a sweet Colleen for a smile just to pass me by. She looked so sweet from her to her feet, from a sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, sure I shook myself, for to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Quay, if we're going to Dublin town, no made of sea like the brown Colleen that I met in a county town. As she onward sped, sure I scratched my head, then I looked with a feeling rare. And I says I to a passerby, who's the maid with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me and he says, see, that's the gem of the island's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county town. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Quay, if we're going to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in a county town. And the air was fresh, she'll be surely there, so I'll dress in my Sunday glow, with my shoes shine bright and my hat coat tried, for the smile of a nut brown rose. No pipe or smoke, no also new, till my puff is a rust-colored brown. Till a smiling bright with my own for size is the star of the county town. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Quay, and we're going to Dublin town, no maid I see like the brown Colleen that I met in a county town. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Quay, and we're going to Dublin town, no maid I see like the brown Colleen that I met in a county town. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Quay, and we're going to Dublin town, no maid I see like the brown Colleen that I met in a county town.
Well, you're walking through a city street, you could be in Peru, and you hear a distant calling and you know it's meant for you. Then you drop what you were doing and you join the merry mob, and before you know just where you are, you're in an Irish pub. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now that design is fairly simple, and it usually works the same. You'll have Razorhoughton scoring in the Ireland-England game, and you'll know you're in an Irish pub the minute you're in the door. For a couple of boys with borons will be Murther and Christy Moore. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now the owner is Norwegian and the manager comes from Cork, and the lad that's holding up the bar says only he just work. He was born and bred in Bolton, but his mammy's from Kildare, and he's going to make his fortune soon and move to County Clare. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Time for me to go, I have to catch me train. So I leave you sitting at the bar and face the wind and rain. But I'll have that pint you owe me if I'm not gone on the dry, when we meet next week in Frankfurt in the fields of Athenride. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub.
They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They got four of them in Sydney and that's all in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a point, you'll always have a job. Wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Wherever you go around